Are there any questions?
How long of a selection, or how long of the overall piece from that selection?
That was about 1/8, 1/10 of the total. It was 35 pages in manuscript. Yeah, Jason.
What kind of research did you do to get some military jargon and stuff?
Some of it is from people you know, and things you've been through. I have taught a number of ex-military now, and by the way, you should vote for an extension and an increase in the GI Bill. It's disgusting how veterans can't get a good education these days, not to mention their health care problems. But, I contacted one or two of them. The fact that the military police are women is something I've encountered firsthand, but also it's been in the news and all that. I'm an American with either the average or slightly above average interest in our adventures overseas. Well, the M9, there you go, the gun, the M9 detail. I did have to actually go online and research that. And were it my novel, I'd probably have to research more. Okay, here's something I did. I read a novel about a foreign correspondent, a contemporary novel about a contemporary foreign correspondent who'd been in a number of war zones, including Iraq. And I can't say I got any particular detail out of it, but some of the flavor maybe. Yeah.
You probably get a lot of solicitations to participate in projects like this, but what attracted you to the Modern Dickens project?
The question was, I must get hundreds of girls wanting to dance with me, and what attracted me to this one? Well, I don't get hundreds, I don't get that many solicitations. I'm in part of it is personal. I'm in a stage in my life where I'm trying to stretch. Part of it is that it really is an interesting project that was not unlike other projects on the farther fringes of literature that I had heard of. But this was the first one that was trying to reach a larger audience. Most of them are like, let's write a gang story with these and these famous authors attached, and we'll do it all online, and it'll be a hypertext, experimental form of text. And the only thing that really draws people in is that they know some of the authors involved. Whereas if you write something collaboratively, the author is supposed to sort of disappear, isn't it? So I thought this was more interesting. There have been a few successful mystery novels written by, there have been like 3 now, written by groups of thriller and mystery writers. The most famous one is one out of Florida, with Carl Hyacin and a bunch of others out of Florida, writing in Florida mystery. I thought it was really interesting, and I reached out to a lot of writers around the country, and I urge you all to do that too.
I was wondering, in writing this, did you have a vision of where you could see the rest of the story going? Or
Yes.
I mean, you kind of have to feel where it's going to go, so you don't write something that feels like
I have 3 visions, maybe 5, of where it's going to go next. But I have to let it go now. I have to let it go. Maybe somehow I could submit secretly the last chapter, to another computer, another name, set up another bank account. But yes, I see at least 5 ways it could go, and I tried to plant them all in the first chapter. And that's one of the things that makes the project engaging to me, is that who knows where it's going to go from here. It's a bit like launching your child out into the world, seeing how she might be shaped, or he, my child. Other questions?
How you got your inspiration, where you got your inspiration for the character of Sam.
asked this question about a lot of things. You know, it's basically where do you get your ideas? And you know, you dream a little, you live in the world, try to engage with people. That helps. But the the name was in my. I wanted something with an edge on it, and she's got an edge on her, and she's based on a number of people. I can tell you this: that physically, I thought of my massage therapist. I thought of my massage therapist, very well put together, you know, and you know, very strong fingers. But you know, a 30-year-old woman with a husband and a young son. Sticka doesn't have a son. But physically, I pictured my massage therapist. And then, you know, as I got into it, I just dreamed a lot, I guess you'd say. I think of students or military people I know. I think of people from broken families, which is her. You know, she's got a lot of beans in her. She's got a lot of vitality and energy, and the way she burns it off is not the way I burn it. She can't do the intellectual work. She needs physical outlet. Anything else?
Did you write because it's serialized, it's sequential.
Siri has to move and she wants to know how she gets more information on how to see red. Do you have like something on a piece of paper or
Well, that's a great question. No, that's a great question. No, it hasn't been answered.
Oh, okay, I'll just
The question is, for this kind of exercise, did I adopt a different voice? The answer is yes, but that's not that unusual. A writer, I don't know, I'm sure there are exceptions out there. Writers are always working in different voices, you know. I got 3 or 4 projects going now, and you know, in one I'm a mature, reserved man making intelligent judgments, and another I'm discovering it as I go along, younger, older. I did. It was Sticka's voice, basically. Impulsive, not unintelligent, but impulsive, sharp, edgy. Yeah. You know, and then the other answer is writers write in the style of people they love, you know. I figured it had to be a mystery. I had to sink several hooks that others would pick up on and be caught on, swim away with them in their mouths. But given that, I probably sound a little bit like certain writers I admire, you know, from Dashiell Hammett to Don DeLillo to, you know, I could listen. But, you know, I sound a little bit like people I admire, I'm sure. Anything else?
All right. Awesome.
My thanks again to Chris Draper and the Modern Dickens Project, Jason Brommel, who printed this first chapter edition and published this first chapter edition. And I do want to put in a last good word for Beaverdale Books, folks. Stop by. It's